A lot of people think you need a large garden to grow your own fruit at home, and that's simply not true. So in this video, I'm going to show you some fruits you can grow at home on your patio, and there's going to be a few hacks to save some money so we can all do it on a budget. So let's start with one of my favorite fruits, blueberries. I absolutely adore them, but they're so expensive, but they're really easy to grow at home. You just have to remember one really important detail, and that is ericaceous compost. Ericaceous compost is just acidic soil, and you may have acidic soil in your garden. A lot of people don't. So a great way to grow acidic soil loving plants is by growing them in pots, which is perfect for patios, and then use an ericaceous compost.
So I have this lovely pot.
Sorry, I'm going to fill it with ericaceous compost. And if you've ever tried to grow camellias or rhododendrons and wonder why they don't do well in your garden, it probably is for this reason. So you can grow them in pots as well with some ericaceous compost and enjoy their lovely blooms. So into the pot we go with the blueberry plant. There we go. And the great thing about blueberry plants is they look lovely and you get the fruits as well, which is why I love them. The trouble is birds do too. So as they get their fruit, you may have to net them just to protect those precious blueberries. Now next up, raspberries. And I know what you're thinking, this is going to cost me a fortune in pots, but it doesn't have to with this little hack I'm about to show you. Like I said, you don't have to spend a fortune. These are literally £1 from BandQ. Simple bucket. And what you can do is you can drill some holes in the bottom. That is why I often need adult supervision. And we're going to plant our raspberries in there. Now raspberries, they don't need ericaceous compost, so you can use your normal peat-free compost, and then we fill her up. Now a little hack when you are planting, if you put the plant in the container with the pot, you can actually fill how much you need. There we go. And then bosh. Now the great thing about using buckets is you can actually just pick them up by the handle. So you can easily move these things around your patio in order to get them the most sun if need be, or if they're in the way or you have people coming around and you don't want them to get damaged, you can just simply just move them aside. So we have the budget containers in the £1 buckets, but I know what you're thinking, buying all of these fruit plants, it can't be cheap, but it can be as expensive as you like, because yes, this one was a little bit more expensive, but this one was cheaper and it's a little bit smaller, and you can get even smaller than this as well. So these can cost as much as you want them to, and you can have the nice pots, or you can have a container like this or an old pot, or you could pot them up like this for the time being and then pot them into something nicer further down the line. So this one here is a blackberry. You can see it's already got flower buds, and these are quite like raspberries because although the blueberries, you can just let them do their thing, these are known as cane fruits because they grow up something. So with the raspberry, I'm going to grow that up a trellis. You can grow them up canes like you can see just there, but don't worry, it doesn't make them any more difficult. And if you have something there for it to grow up, it will just do it for you. Oh, a ladybird. You see the ladybird? I want to show you. Let me show you. See the ladybird? Hopefully you can see that. So there is our blackberry plant all planted up. Now as this plant grows, you will need to get either a taller cane, or something else for it to grow up, and then tie it in. And yeah, as you can see how many flowers this is starting to get already. You're gonna have loads of blackberries in no time. Another one of my favorites, as you can see here, is strawberries, and I've grown strawberries in the gutters going up my shed. I've done a full video on how to grow your own strawberries at home in a small space already, so check that out, and let's get on to the next one. And finally, fruit trees. And I couldn't talk about fruit trees without showing you the blossom on my cherry tree, because it is absolutely gorgeous. So take a look. The blossom of fruit trees is something that is just not spoken about enough, and I think it's because it doesn't last that long, but while it's here it looks absolutely stunning. So this is a cherry tree, and this one does get quite large, but you can get smaller varieties for your garden. The thing with cherry trees is some of them aren't self-fertile, which means they need another cherry tree nearby. So do check that. It might be a good thing because it might mean you need 2 cherry trees, which I've got another one over there. Now, the thing that you will notice with this cherry tree is it is smaller, and that's because it is a dwarf variety compared to the one over there. Another thing you'll notice is it's trained up these canes. When trees are trained like that against a flat vertical space, it's called espalier. This cherry tree is planted in the ground, but a lot of dwarf variety fruit trees, they can be grown in large pots. So that's exactly what I'm going to show you now. I've got this lovely dwarf pear tree. You can see how miniature that is. And yes, they do still produce fruit. And this is why I picked this one, because if you look there where once was a flower, you can see a little tiny pear starting to form. I don't know about you, but I love a good pear. So in we go with the compost. I've added a little bit of grit, and then in we go with this beautiful fruit tree. Now I've just taken this off. You do need to make sure when you're planting fruit trees, you don't want the compost to go above here, because if you do, you'll start to get shoots from the root ball of the tree that this is grafted onto, because that's how they make these fruit trees, is they'll graft a pear onto the root ball of a different tree. So backfill that, just making sure that you, as I say, don't plant it too deep. Look at that. That will look absolutely gorgeous on any patio, and the best thing about it, it will provide free fruit. And fruit trees, they don't have to cost you a fortune. You can plant them as bare roots earlier in the year, and then they'll grow in no time. The bare roots are normally £5 to £10, and you can see that these are ones that I planted this year, and they're already loving it. So here I have a pear, a plum and an apple, and soon enough you can have a little supply chain of fruit in no time. And there we have it. That is how you can grow your own fruit no matter what space you have. Just remember, you need sunlight, keep on top of watering, and make sure you've got the right soil. This patio kitchen garden is coming along very nicely, so make sure you stay tuned to see what else I add to it, and then at the end I'll show you it all together and how it's looking and how much fruit and food it is producing. And if you take anything from this video, just remember, you don't need a large space to grow your own fruit.